Collaboration between the experts of the national museums of Romania, Ukraine, and the Republic of Moldova has resulted in an intriguing and unique exhibition that captivates the visitor with the splendor and mysteries of an old Neolithic civilization, the Cucuteni Tripelia. Composed of more than 450 items, the collection is among the most significant discovered so far. The exhibition Cucuteni Tripelia, a great civilization of old Europe, is on display in Rome at the Palazzo della Cancelleria from September 16th through October 31st. The exhibition is centered on meticulous recreations of common dwellings and the abundant pottery and ceramic artifacts that have been discovered since excavations began in the 19th century. A starting point would be to ask, the Cucuteni Tripelia civilization, who were they? Tracing its roots back to the 5th millennium BC, the Cucuteni Tripelia is considered to be the first great civilization of Europe, having occupied the area that is now Romania, Ukraine, and the Republic of Moldova. It was a civilization spreading over about 350,000 square kilometers, with thousands of settlements ranging from small villages to cities comprised of hundreds or thousands of dwellings. Daily life was occupied with farming and raising livestock, spinning and weaving cloth, tools and weapons making. The Cucuteni Tripelia craftsmen were able to work with copper and various alloys, and to a smaller extent silver and gold for the creation of prestigious jewelry. They also set up an intensive and elaborate trade network with neighboring populations. But the main preoccupation of the Cucuteni Tripelia seemed to be ceramics. It would be no understatement to describe the ceramics of the Cucuteni Tripelia craftsmen as masterpieces. For nearly 1,500 years, these ancient artists produced pots and vessels and statuettes that transmit the artist's thinking and feeling and imagination by means of symbols and designs. Often unique and beautiful items that show us the excellence of their creator's skill, sculptural and elegant in form, intricately detailed with painted and incised designs, as well as by the precision of their execution. Sometimes the shapes of their ceramics are so harmoniously modeled and ornamented, almost suggesting the sensuality of the human body. Others follow the rigidity and patterns of cereal production items that were used for everyday use. Many are of animal forms that symbolically confirm the importance of agriculture in their daily life. And many are covered with representations of mythological scenes and were used for religious rites and festivals. Most of the statuettes found in the archaeological excavations probably represented important persons. The faces of the men are long, with outlined noses, and most of the feminine statues are graceful, with long feet. Some are represented naked, while some others are wearing festive costumes, but without any masks on their face. And this is one of the mysteries of the Cucuteni Tripelia culture. Mostly, the masks would be ceremonial in nature, bearing the images of sacred animals, celestial figures, or sacred birds. Many of the statuettes and ceramics are decorated with symbols that have a universal and enduring meaning, being recognized for thousands of years after their production, and some others are decorated with symbols that would only be known in the limited circle of initiates and priests partaking in their magical rites and liturgies. The Cucuteni Tripelia practiced a curious cremation ritual that included incinerating the dead along with his house and its contents, thus returning the deceased to the earth, but also cleansing and sanctifying the location for the next house to be built on that site. But this practice came with a great cost. All the wood needed for the funeral pyres, the reconstruction of homes, along with the wood needed to fire their ceramics, contributed to vast deforestation, and over the course of their 1,500-year existence, negatively impacting their local economy, since resources had to be brought from further and further distances. And later, attacks from nomadic pastoral tribes and neighboring communities coming from the steppe regions of Eurasia are believed to have led to their decline and disappearance altogether. At present, we have more questions than answers about this important Neolithic civilization. The Cucuteni Tripelia did not appear under the conditions of slavery-based societies, as was the case with Sumer and Egypt, but appeared as a result of community relations and trade relations, compatible with the modern ideals of democracy and self-government. The present exhibition displays several thematic collections of Romania, Ukraine, and Moldova, and is the first international exhibition showing some of the most representative materials of Cucuteni Trapelia culture. The aim of the exhibit is to inform the public about an important wellspring of human civilization. The more we find out about Cucuteni Trapelia, the more mysterious they seem. Most ancient cultures, like those of Mesopotamia and Babylonia, are known by their writings, but having left no scriptural records, it is not known what language the Cucuteni Trapelia spoke, making it even more difficult to establish the place and role they played in world history and the development of ancient Europe.